Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the music display glass frames. So you need two of your mats. One, that way you're able to print out about 8 of these on one of your mats, on one piece of vinyl to save space. And then this is the printable vinyl sticky paper made for the inkjet printer. I do matte because it's not as shiny and it doesn't scrape off as much on the mat. And I also do that for the album cover or the personal photo. And then we will also do that for the QR code as well as we stick it on the glass. And then here is the glass that I use just out of a Dollar Tree frame. And I don't really give them the frame, they never want it. It's been more popular of a seller without the frame. So now I'm gonna bring it over here and we're gonna start working on my computer. So what I do is I email me the picture, I save it. And as this one, I'm just gonna save it as Sleeping. The band name is usually how I save it, Sleeping with Sirens. And then we come over to Cricut Design Space. We'll click Upload. And I already have the picture already uploaded. So what I'm gonna do here is click Upload, Browse, and then Sleeping with Sirens, we'll just select that one. And what I do is I do the moderately complex image. I feel like it prints out better on the paper and it gives it a little better contrast between the subject and the background is what I've figured out over doing these for a few more months. And then I'll just click Continue and we'll save as print and then cut image. And then I'll click on that image and that's the one I'm going to insert image. We'll come over here and I always hit the unlock button. It helps me when I'm trying to do my own width and height size. So for the width and height, I found out what works best is a 4.475 for the width. And then for the height, what I like to do is a 4.639. And we'll click enter on that. And then we'll lock this image back up. And I just move it over, we'll lock this image back up and I'll just move it over to right here. And this is how we relock the image. Okay, and then we go into Spotify. And this is the song right here that the person wants. This is the song that the person wants right here. So I just search in this song and it pops up. And what I do is I right click, I go to share song, and then over here drops this box down. I go to copy song link. And then I go to the internet and what I am using is QR code generator website. And I will just take this right here, and I will also put this website in the comments when I share this video. Just right click and hit post, and then the link will pop up right there. And we'll just hit enter. And so the code loads right over here for me. I do not hit download I don't hit download, I just right click. What's worked best for me is simple, it's faster. Save as an image. And I'll just write SWS. And I save that. I come over here back to my Cricut Design Space. I upload the image and I'll hit upload image. Sorry, my computer does some crazy things in the corner. We'll hit browse. And we're gonna search for WSW, which is the right there. And so what I do for here is I do complex because there's a lot of detail in the image. We'll hit continue. And right here we'll hit continue again. We want to do it as a save as print and cut image because it's going to print on the printable vinyl sticker paper. and then the Cricut will cut it out, and then we're gonna click on the image we want to insert, and then we'll hit insert image. And right here, I like to make them a certain size. I just take one of these little squares and I just kind of measure it up into that size, and it seems to work great for what I've been doing. So I'm just gonna unlock it and move my little green arrows and put it in that box. And then we want to hit make it. So what we do is we will do this, we'll hit continue, and we will hit send to printer. And this is what the paper looks like. This is what the paper looks like we will be printing it on. It's just a matte sticky paper, and the Cricut will print it, and I will definitely demonstrate that as well. So I'm going to take this upstairs to the printer, guys, and I'm going to show you that real quick. I undo the whole computer because my printer is upstairs. The printer, and what we're going to do is hit print. We want to keep the add bolded selected, so we'll hit print. We'll come over here to the printer. All right, and that's our image printed out pretty nicely, very detailed. And now we got it stuck to our Cricut mat, so we'll insert it with that button. Come over here to our computer. And mine, I used it through the USB. And then we'll just hit the print. And it's gonna do its thing. Yeah, mine does that sometimes. And you want to make sure you put it on the paper setting. Since it's paper vinyl, it will cut the best. And what it's doing right now is measuring where to cut. That's it for that. It's a pretty simple part. I'm just going to try to push y'all back down here. Oh, so sorry. I'm going to pull this off here. Alright, and now that we did that, so we got that printed out. Now what we're gonna do is we gotta get the song name printed out. So we're gonna come over here, we're gonna place our white vinyl. Mine's a little choppy. Come back to the computer. Right here, we're gonna hit finish. I hope you can see that properly, sorry. And what I'm gonna come do here is I'm gonna click this and hit delete. Come come over here to text. And the song name that we want, we're gonna type that in here. I am James Dean. We're gonna type that in with the artist name. All right, I'm gonna type that in. Right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna click the unlock button and move this up a little. I'm gonna scroll over to make that smaller, so everybody can see that. It's way too big for us to print. And we don't need it anywhere that close. Okay, here's that. I like to put it right, I like to perfectly line it up. I don't have a specific size for this. I just do what I think looks best. So I'm gonna go with that size on this. And then I hit the text again. And I will put the artist name. We're also gonna hit unlock it for that one as well. Hit this green button and adjust it. And I usually like to make these a little bit smaller so they fit underneath. I think it looks a little bit more elegant on the frame. You know, they can still be pretty big, but I like to keep them half the size of the topping. And then I'm gonna drag over both of these. And what I do is it selects both of them. I'm sorry if you can't see that. I'm gonna group them together, which I already did. And then I click attach. That way it prints out all together. And then we'll go here to make it. And it's right there for us. So I'm going to insert my vinyl. What we wanna do, we wanna make sure we switch this back to the vinyl setting. I do vinyl plus because I feel like it prints out better being smaller words. And then we're gonna go down here and click make it. We're gonna go up here again. And we're gonna start making the words. So now everything's printed out, and I already got my transfer tape after I weeded my words. And I also put my transfer tape on my forward buttons. Here is the paper sticky vinyl, and this is how I'm going to apply this. I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to show you guys, and then we'll be done. So we just want to nicely pull this off slow, that way it doesn't rip. And we want to come over to our display. We want to line it up, make sure it's even and perfect, which is one of the hardest parts. Takes a lot of practice. If you do make a mistake like I am, you can slightly pull it off. You want to be very careful with it. Sometimes it pulls off, sometimes it doesn't. All right, see, I got that lined up. Just gonna use very gently, grace the picture to get that on there. All right, and after we do that, I move on with the forward and back buttons. try to line them up by using the grid on the Cricut mat. That way it's all even and perfect. And when I get done and I post the video, I also post a finishing photo of this frame that I am doing for you guys. Okay, we got that done. I'm just going to stick that transfer tape back there. And now we're on to the words of the song. And try to level these up by using the grid as well. I went ahead and did it before. I didn't do it on the video, but I cleaned off the glass with alcohol. I use a 70% and it works out pretty well. That way everything will stick 10 times better and your vinyl won't pull off as easily. I just have one more word to apply. Since it didn't print out right, I printed it out separately. Alright, we stick that down and that's on there. And we'll go ahead and this is the QR code that they can scan with their camera. And it will pop it up on a website link is how my Spotify does it. Since we're not allowed to use the Spotify code, they'll be able to sue us this way, they will not be able to. So we're just gonna find the best placement for this. I don't always put them in the same place every time. It's all about just making sure it fits, looks good there. This one I think we're gonna put right beside the photo. And I like to move. Oh. I just like to slowly scrape that down. I'm gonna try to flip this phone over for you guys. And that is our music frame. I will take a picture of it and post it for you as well. I hope my video was helpful. I'm not sure how to take a video of doing Cricut items, but I tried, and I hope you guys enjoy.